You're crouched in a cave, the air thick with the scent of smoke and damp earth. Outside, a frozen wind howls across a tundra where woolly mammoths lumber, their tusks glinting under a pale moon. It's 50,000 years ago, and survival is a daily dance with death. Saber-toothed cats stalk the shadows, their growls rumbling through the night. Your band of kin huddles around a flickering fire, its warmth a fragile shield against the Ice Age's bite. You're not alone, not just with your tribe, but among other humans, cousins who look different, think differently, yet share your struggle. This is the world of our ancestors, a prehistoric saga where fire, stone, and kinship forge humanity's path. Today, we'll journey through millions of years to uncover how we became the only humans left, why our cousins vanished, and what their story teaches us about ourselves. Stay with me. This tale of survival, ingenuity, and connection will grip you until the end, revealing why our modern world is a fleeting miracle. We live in a bubble of comfort, grocery stores, heated homes, instant communication, but for 99.99% of human history, life was raw, relentless, and communal. We take our engineered world for granted, forgetting the primal struggles that shaped us. This journey into prehistory isn't just about bones or tools. It's about the spark of cooperation that made us who we are. Let's step back to the dawn of humanity, where the story begins in a world of ice and beasts. Six million years ago, in the steaming jungles of Africa, our lineage split from the apes, birthing the hominin tribe. By 2.8 million years ago, the genus Homo emerged, early humans with crude stone tools, scraping meat from carcasses or cracking nuts under a scorching sun. Fast forward to 200,000 years ago, and Homo sapiens, our species, stepped onto the stage. But we weren't alone. The Earth teemed with other humans, Homo erectus, who roamed for 2 million years, Neanderthals, stocky and ice-adapted, Denisovans, elusive ghosts of Asia, and others like Homo heidelbergensis and Homo floresiensis. Imagine encountering these cousins, shorter, broader, or smaller, their eyes gleaming with intelligence as sharp as ours. It was like living with aliens, each species vying for survival in a world of megafauna and merciless climates. The mammoth steppe stretching from Iberia to Siberia was their arena. Grasses swayed under snow, grazed by woolly rhinoceroses and giant deer with antlers wide as a man is tall. Cave bears guarded limestone shelters, their roars echoing through valleys. Humans lived in bands of 10 to 30, nomadic and resilient. They hunted bison with flint-tipped spears, foraged berries in fleeting summers, and slept in hide shelters under starlit skies. Survival demanded everything: keen senses to spot predators, memory to map edible plants, and strength to endure glacial winters. My analysis: this diversity of humans wasn't a flaw, but a strength. Each species adapted to its niche. Neanderthals to cold tundras, Denisovans to high plateaus. Yet their coexistence hints at encounters, trade, or even love across species lines. Their world was a mosaic of human potential, setting the stage for our story. Around 300,000 years ago, a quiet revolution ignited: fire. Picture a band of Homo heidelbergensis, ancestors to both sapiens and Neanderthals, coaxing flames from flint and tinder. Fire was a game changer. Cooking softened tough roots and meat, unlocking nutrients that fueled brain growth. Our skulls expanded, our thoughts deepened. Fire warmed caves, turning brutal winters survivable. It extended days, letting tribes plan hunts or tell stories under flickering light. It even shaped the hunt. Torching grasslands flushed out rabbits or roasted tubers in the ash, a prehistoric barbecue. Predators, wary of flames, kept their distance, giving humans a rare edge. Fire wasn't just technology, it was culture. Around hearths, humans shared meals, laughter, and knowledge, forging bonds that held groups together. Evidence from sites like Kesem Cave in Israel shows charred bones and hearths from 300,000 years ago, suggesting all human species, sapiens, Neanderthals, and likely Denisovans, mastered fire. It leveled the playing field, letting our weak bodies outsmart stronger beasts. But fire also sparked questions. How did these humans coordinate to maintain it? Did they sing or chant as they worked? This innovation laid the foundation for what came next, a leap that set sapiens apart. By 50,000 years ago, something extraordinary happened, an explosion of human potential. Tools grew sharper, more varied, bone needles for sewing hides, barbed spears for fishing, and ochre for painting. Cave walls in places like Chauvet, France, bloomed with art, bison and lions drawn with haunting precision. This wasn't just skill, it was a cognitive revolution. Homo sapiens developed advanced language, a multi-purpose tool for sharing intricate ideas. Unlike the proto-languages of earlier humans, grunts and gestures signaling danger of food, our speech wove stories, plans, and dreams. It allowed cooperation on a scale unseen in nature, unlike rigid ant colonies or small wolf packs. This leap wasn't just about words, it was about trust. Language let humans delegate. Hunters planned ambushes, gatherers shared plant lore, elders taught tool making. Sites like Blombos Cave in South Africa reveal engraved ochre and shell beads from 70,000 years ago, signs of symbolic thought. Could we raise a child from this era in our world? Maybe, but before 70,000 years ago, genetic mutations for modern cognition were incomplete. Those babies might struggle with abstract ideas like math or morality. This cognitive edge lets sapiens outpace their cousins, not through strength but through collaboration, setting the stage for their dominance. Around 12,000 years ago, in the Fertile Crescent and beyond, humans stumbled into a new era: agriculture. Picture a band in Mesopotamia, noticing wheat sprouting where seeds spilled. They began planting, tending, and harvesting. Grains offered a stable food source, unlike fleeting game. This shift was seismic. Hunting demanded everyone be a survival expert. Tracking, fighting, foraging. Farming let people specialize. One bred better crops, another crafted tools, a third guarded granaries. Surplus food meant larger groups could settle, building mud brick villages under scorching suns. These grew into cities, then kingdoms, as seen in Jericho's ancient walls or Tatalhoyuk's crowded homes. Agriculture wasn't just about food, it was about power. Stored grain needed protection, birthing warriors and leaders. It also sparked inequality. Some hoarded, others labored. Evidence from Göbekli Tepe, a 12,000-year-old site in Turkey, shows monumental pillars carved before cities, hinting at shared rituals that bound communities. This era marked a farewell to the egalitarian bands of the steppe, but it unleashed progress. Specialization fueled invention. Pottery, irrigation, writing, laying the roots of civilization. Yet it came at a cost. Our ancestors' physical prowess faded as reliance on others grew. Fast forward to 500 years ago, and humanity leapt again. The scientific revolution, sparked by minds like Galileo and Newton, unraveled the universe's laws. Mathematics, physics, and biology replaced myths with evidence. The Industrial Revolution followed, harnessing steam and steel to build factories and railways. By the 20th century, computers shrank from room-sized machines to pocket devices, and the internet wove a global web of knowledge. These leaps mirror the cognitive explosion of 50,000 years ago, each built on the last, accelerating progress exponentially. A scholar 300 years ago knew less than a modern high schooler about stars or cells. Today we've reshaped Earth. Artificial lights rival stars, planes pierce the sky, robots roam Mars. We've peered 13 billion years into the universe's past with telescopes like Hubble. But this dominance, built in a mere 0.01% of human history, is fragile. Climate shifts, resource depletion, or conflict could topple our skyscraper. Our ancestors' resilience, honed on the steppe, reminds us to balance progress with caution. Their cooperative spirit, not individual genius, carried us here. To ground this saga, let's weave in real stories. At Schneider Cave, Iraq, 70,000 years ago, A Neanderthal with a crushed skull and missing arm lived to old age, cared for by his band. They shared meat, slowed their pace, proving compassion trumped utility. Picture them guiding him through snowy passes, a prehistoric echo of care. Similarly, Otzi the Iceman, a 5,300-year-old sapiens from the Alps, carried herbs for wounds, his group supporting him despite injuries. In modern times, the San people of Botswana share kills with the elderly, mirroring Ice Age bands. During World War I, soldiers carried wounded comrades through trenches, just as ancient humans bore their kin across tundras. Even elephants protect injured calves, circling them against lions, a primal instinct we share. Today, in rural Peru, Quechua farmers pool crops to feed the sick, their adobe homes like ancient shelters. These stories show care is timeless, binding us to our ancestors. What does this prehistoric odyssey teach us? Our story isn't one of lone heroes, but of shared struggles. From firelit caves to modern cities, cooperation, not competition, built humanity. We're not so different from our ancestors 70,000 years ago who shared kills to survive. Their legacy, encoded in our genes from Neanderthal strength to Denisovan resilience, reminds us we're a tapestry of many humans. The lesson is clear. In a world of fleeting comforts, value connection over convenience. Help a neighbor, listen to a friend, share without tallying. Every act of kindness echoes the caves where humanity began, ensuring our skyscraper stands on solid ground, not quicksand.